Welcome to Fanboy and the Snob. I'm Chad,
I'm Chris.
I'm Andrew.
and today we watched The Evil Dead.
It was the woods themselves. They're alive, Harry.
Oh, now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon, I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment. I would leave now to avoid this horror, but for myself, I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
So we watched The Evil Dead starring Bruce Campbell, made by Sam Raimi. My favorite movie, along with the second one. I count them as one movie.
Nah,
Yeah,
they weren't released as one movie.
you weren't released as a real person.
That's like me saying my favorite movie is The Lord of the Rings. All three. It's one movie.
One conjuncture, just like The Dark Knight Rises and all those.
I remember doing that 9-hour slog.
Ugh.
Whew.
Yeah,
But yeah, this movie's a cool 90 minutes.
Andrew, you've never seen this movie, so what are your impressions of it?
I imagine this is the first movie to do the five stupid kids go to a cabin in the middle of the woods that's been parodied for God knows how long.
You're correct about the parody, but I'm not sure about the cabin. I'm sure there was some like 1950s anti-commie black and white, you know?
Yeah, but this is definitely the first horror movie where...
This is the first like fucking like whoop kind of camera shots and lots
Yeah.
of cool Dutch angle. This is some really creative camera work. I think it might be the first time you see that quick cut when it's like the chains and all the sound effects and the chainsaw. Like I think that might be the first time you see that.
Yeah, watching this movie, you definitely see how Sam Raimi still does all these friggin'
The fucking
camera tricks and all that.
Spider-Man 2, the surgery scene is just yeah, it's just it turns it's like you're watching a Spider-Man movie and then for 5 minutes it's a Sam Raimi film and then it goes back to being a Spider-Man movie. But it's awesome.
So did you enjoy this movie, Andrew?
Probably not as much as other stuff we've done. Mostly because now I'm gonna be the snob. It felt, and I get it, it felt very low quality. The acting was pretty bad in some spots.
Oh, horrible.
Especially like the beginning when they almost crash and the girl in the front seat, like that was just.
You have to remember, they're all college students pretty much at this point.
Yeah,
making
these
the
kids
movie.
have all just graduated college and got like $50,000 and we're like, let's make a movie. So it's horrible. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So I personally,
Oh, yes.
I'm not- in general, I'm not a big fan of horror movies because I tend to find a lot of fault with them. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Horror movies
no, I can respect where it stands historically and everything else.
special effects wise for a low budget college indie film,
Yeah.
wild, good use of
Yeah,
light.
the claymation was kind of cool.
Yeah, the claymation was awesome. Like it looked like clay. It was clay, but what they were doing with it was interesting.
Yeah.
Like the changing colors and
Yeah, like
stuff.
it was sizzling and all
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of little stop motion things. There was a scene when the leg, he checks on the leg and it just starts going.
Oh yeah. The
That was all like,
the markings spread off her leg.
How about the record player when it winds itself?
Oh yeah,
that was cool, yeah.
that was cool.
yeah, pretty
And the
much.
projector turning on too. That whole scene down in the basement was cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I love this movie.
I get why you love it, and it's just not. If this was like a gritty war film shot like this well on a low budget, I'd be like, it's my favorite movie ever. But like, I like war movies. You like horror, so
Yeah. Well, basically, the story is 5 people go to a cabin, 2 couples and the sister.
yeah, the fucking.
The spring and the sister.
It's
along.
like a fuck session, and I'm just gonna bring my sister.
She's just gonna go in the other room and
We're
draw.
gonna be miles away from any chance of her getting laid, unless you know.
Well, she's the only one to get laid in the movie.
Well, we don't know what happened to the other guy,
Yeah.
but he seemed pretty horrified.
Pretty much. What is it? They go into the friend goes into the basement.
Yeah, the basement door flies open.
Yeah. So
Right.
everybody becomes like
weirded out. But even before that, the chick was drawing the
Yeah.
book, and she accidentally ripped the paper, and so you couldn't really tell it was a book. But it was like, fuck it, we only got one shot at this. Let's
So she's
keep
basically
going.
She draws a Necronomicon.
Yeah,
The Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead from the Kondak people. All H.P. Lovecraft creations that like DC is borrowed from, this borrows from.
This one does better than DC though.
Yeah. I meant just the ancient city of Kondak. I think it might have actually been like one of those Lost City of Z things.
Yeah.
But I'd have to look into it. I just don't care.
Yeah. But the chaos pretty much starts after the friend goes in the basement, he lures Ash down to play a little prank on him.
They find the actual Necronomicon, they find a shotgun, and they find a tape recorder.
And the knife.
And they go up, oh yeah, that weird bone knife. And they go upstairs to listen to the tape recorder that they just found next to the spooky knife and the spooky book. That when Ash was looking through it, it was like in runes and there's scary photos. I'd be like, no, keep that recorder here. That's obviously some shit we shouldn't be touching. But I'm smart.
If I was them, and as soon as I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, let's go get a hotel somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good.
Fuck out of here. And then even listening to the beginning of the tape recorder, they're like, the book was made, bound by human flesh and written in human blood. I'd be like, oh, okay, we're done.
I'm just
here
like
now.
a Chris hand sanitizer.
Yeah, seriously, I'd be washing my hands in literally and metaphorically. I am done with this situation.
Yeah.
But then I'd probably get raped by a tree in the forest, so.
Yeah. Because then they have the scene with the sisters in a room. And
Nope. It's your favorite movie and you're misremembering the order, the sequence of events.
I'm not going through the whole thing. I was just going to talk about the rape scene.
Well, the rape scene, you have to get to the part where they read the fucking, where he fast forwards it because the sister's
Yeah.
freaking out. So he's like, I'm going to scare you by fast forwarding it. And he gets to a part where the dude's straight up reciting demonic chants. And they listen to it.
Yeah.
After the first word.
Well, even the friend's like, you could have stopped at any time, Ash, but you wanted to listen to it. You wanted to see what was happening.
Yeah, now she got raped by a fucking tree. Because she winds up like being like, fuck this, I need to get out of here. And she runs into the woods.
Well, it's because her window breaks and everything.
Well, the tree behind her breaks a window and she's like,
yeah.
yeah. So she runs into the woods and gets fucking raped.
Yeah, the trees come to life and they pretty much entangle her, lay her down. Then all of a sudden it looks like
We don't
somebody
really need to go into detail about
No,
it.
it just looks like somebody javelin through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she comes back all fucked up and like begs Ash to leave with her, so Ash agrees. And they get to the bridge and it's all fucked up. Then they drive back to the house.
And then some spooky shit starts
And
happening.
they're all talking about like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And then,
That should have been the sign, like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. But no, we're gonna stay in the cabin.
yeah. The boyfriend's like, the blonde boyfriend's like, we should stay until morning. And Ash and the girl are like, we should get the fuck out of here right now. And so while they're all like figuring out what to do, they hear, oh no, they're playing with cards, right?
Mm.
They're trying to do like ESP through the cards.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then pulling a prank on the friend, being like, you're totally getting it.
And then the raped girl fucking starts
The
nailing
sister.
it, and she starts like
Saying
listing
it
cards
super
that
fast,
have
so they're just like, what the fuck?
and then she turns around and floats and is like, I'm gonna kill you all one by one.
I love that scene too, because Andrew, the way they had to film that scene is they pretty much propped her up on like a harness and just
And
lifted
then
her
had
up.
ropes, and it was just Bruce and probably
Yeah,
Sam.
they were just literally lifting her up by the
Yeah.
wood and everything, pushing her around like that.
And then they
It would have been cooler if they used a forklift. I think you could hear the hydraulics in the background.
No, this is pure guerrilla filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This is all right. We got to film this scene. How do we do it? Well, I got some rope.
Yeah.
All right.
You got a point. None of them are probably forklift certified anyway.
No. I'm not voting. I've decided I'm not voting for a president unless he's forklift certified. Just throwing that out there.
You want to be a working man?
I want him to be a working man. But anyway,
Anyway,
yeah.
so
The poster kind of has nothing to do with the movie.
yeah, but it's a sweet ass poster.
It is a sweet ass poster. But that scene does not happen in the movie.
Yeah,
And it almost makes it seem like a zombie movie, not a demon movie.
yeah.
The title makes it sound like it would be a zombie movie.
But this is like a possession.
Yeah, they're the Deadites.
Which I said, as soon as the first person got possessed, I'd be the guy in the corner like, so God's real, I guess. We should all pray. Like, pray as hard as you fucking can, because if demons can possess people, then God might smite them. So
Yeah.
then that'd be me the entire rest of the events. I'd be in the corner just fucking praying. You call it cowardly, but I'm fighting in a different way.
Just get killed first.
Yeah, right. What if every
They're
time
just looking at you like, there is no God.
and I'd be like, and then God would come down and be like, "Fuck no," and
Boxing gloves on.
he'd be sick. It'd be so cool if I was right. That'd be my version. Anyway, so yeah, Demon Girl gets possessed and she stabs
Ash's girlfriend.
in the fucking ankle with a pencil and like tears it around.
That looks so good.
Yeah. Then she fucking claws someone's face.
Yeah.
They wind up. Oh, she throws Ash through a bookcase. This is the first bookcase.
The first bookcase.
He gets trapped under it, and then she's gonna go stab him, and then the blonde boyfriend fucking boots her down the cellar. Just straight up runs up and kicks her in the face.
The puppet work. I mean, not puppet. The
Pratt work, like falling and stuff, was good.
They did a great job with that. All the effects, really, like all the makeup effects, the stunts and stuff.
Actually,
Even like the dummy effects, as cheesy as it was fine.
yeah. I was watching a silent movie, and they were talking about how they call all the stunts silent movie people do gaffes, because like the ultimate goal is still to make the person laugh. So even stuntmen today still call it gaffes. I thought that was interesting. So like when you see a bad stuntman, laugh, because they're also trying to make you laugh, you know?
Bruce Campbell is probably one of the best physical actors.
I wouldn't say one of the best, but he's up there.
If he had more, he has a weird career. I think definitely if he went more of the A list, he would have been
He was
the
born
best.
at a weird time.
Yeah.
I bet him and like, who's that guy that like got really depressed that we like? He was in The Mummy.
Brendan Fraser.
I bet him and Brendan Fraser, if they were acting at the same time,
Yeah.
would have been like competing for the A-list man.
Yeah, that's true.
But he was acting in the 80s.
Yeah, because Bruce Campbell did soap operas. He did like obviously the Xena show. He had Jack of all trades. He had the Cowboy show. He did.
Yeah.
So he
was
doing
doing TV.
caught in the TV niche.
Yeah.
Which back in the day, TV actors never really made it in movies.
But at the same time,
I was looking at some of the stuff that he's done, and I noticed that he played Ronald Reagan in Fargo.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at pictures of him, and I don't really see it, but what do I know?
like, Ronald Reagan was in the movie Fargo? I don't remember that part.
No, the TV show Fargo.
I was trying to like remember if he was on a TV screen somewhere or something.
He's one of those actors that's in everything. You just kind of don't notice. And Sam Raimi puts him in every single movie.
Sam Raimi puts him and the Oldsmobile in every single movie.
Is it an Oldsmobile or a Cadillac?
I
It's an
think
Oldsmobile.
It's an Oldsmobile.
All right.
Even that Western he made, he had a wagon structure built around it so he could just put it in the background and say that he put it in his movie.
It's the car Uncle Ben's driving in
Yeah, it's
Spider-Man.
car Uncle Ben drives. It's one of the first cars you see blow up in one of his action movies. Yeah. He's a fun guy.
I love Sam Raimi. He's probably one of my favorite directors. I just wish he made better film choices later in his career.
Did he make the new Spider-Man? No.
No.
He's made the new Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's making a new Doctor Strange.
Wonder where he's gonna hide that car. I'm gonna be looking for that car, Sam.
It's going to be the Bruce Campbell Doctor Strange just driving it down the street.
I'd be okay with
I can't
that.
believe Bruce Campbell's playing Stephen Strange.
Ugh.
It's so cool.
I was hoping the spoiler said he was going to play Balder the Brave, which
Might
is
be
the
both.
guy with the blonde goatee that hangs out with Thor that got killed.
Mm.
And he's supposed to be like a very overconfident, smarmy ass. Oh no, Balder the Brave's the guy with the black hair and the white shiny armor. He's the Jesus figure in Norse mythology. So I feel like Bruce Campbell just playing first movie Thor would be fucking awesome.
Might do both.
Yeah. We gotta talk about the third Thor movie on the podcast. He has to find himself again. 3 movies in a row. And a couple Avengers where he's still trying to figure out who he is. Write a new story. Anyway, back to Evil Dead. Soundtrack was kind of forgettable.
Yeah, that was one of the... That's why they actually went back and created a new soundtrack for the first 2 movies. I haven't watched them yet, though. I gotta find it.
Yeah, because this soundtrack was
Well, it was all just free music.
yeah. It was more like sound effects. It was stings, not really a soundtrack per
Yeah.
se. You know.
Well, the sound effects are great. The score was let's forget.
You know who would be great to redo the soundtrack for this?
Hans
Freaking
Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. Wow,
Just-
wow.
That's what's driving Ash insane. Stop! Stop! It all sounds the same.
He does play a perfect like going insane guy.
Yeah, he played the pussy really well, and then he played like Action Man really well for a couple seconds, and then he played like just get out of my head really well for a
Yeah.
couple.
No, I love the camera work in this movie. Like
Yeah, of course.
all like the low shots and
It's
then the
fucking
POVs
Sam
of like
Raimi.
the demons and stuff.
Sam Raimi is a god with the camera when he's allowed to be one.
It was like you were saying, it was like all handheld going around.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
it was
no
just a
tripod.
dude running with a camera on his fucking shoulder, you know?
Andrew, did you like the way they did like the demon just flowing through the woods and stuff?
Like
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
here.
The one thing that I did, that I thought was kind of weird, and I was definitely like, what? Was using the necklace to pull the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Ash luck.
Well, that's also fuck. How do we end this movie?
Yeah.
You know?
After you watch the second movie, you're gonna realize Ash is the luckiest fucker in the whole world.
Yeah, it's kind of his character trait. Is
Yeah.
his just dumb luck.
And he gets dumber as
Yeah, and he gets and see how this Ash was kind of smart. Like he was speaking in Latin and he was like reading textbooks. By the third movie, he's spouting one-liners and just being like a retard about every situation.
Ash vs. Evil Days wearing a girdle to make himself.
I'm gonna guess the 2013 remake is not very good.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
Oh,
I
okay.
love the remake. You can go fuck yourself.
Well, I haven't seen it. I was just asking.
You didn't like the remake? It was wicked good.
Nah,
Oh, you're stupid. It's one of the best horror remakes.
you dishonor the movie by even mentioning like the remake.
Freddie Alvarez made it.
The remake, though. Come on, man.
Sam Raimi helped with it.
Original's always better.
Well, I'm not saying
No.
it's better than the original.
Remakes are always bad. Under no circumstances a remake good.
No,
Because
the Dead remake was good. The Thing.
Scarface.
The Thing was not a remake.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. The Thing from Outer Space is a totally different movie. They just happen to share the same title. One's a plant alien Frankenstein movie, and the other's a body horror movie.
Scarface.
Scarface
No,
is a
one
remake.
doesn't even take place in Antarctica. The first one, you
I
fucking
don't think
idiot.
you've seen it.
I don't think you've seen it. Fuck.
Scarface.
Scarface is the yeah. All right, nah, you got me.
The Departed's a remake.
Is it? No, I thought Departed was original.
Nope.
I don't care. I don't really like Scorsese flicks, though, to be honest.
Departed was good.
It's too many Italian guys yelling, and it's like, I get that.
Hey,
I get
hey.
it at home. I don't need it on the fucking screen.
This brings back bad memories.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Italians drunk screaming over Christmas dinner. Why is there pasta? It's Christmas. Or Italian.
You have the antipasto salad.
No, like pasta and red sauce. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? It's fucking Christmas. Fucking Italians.
You gotta have the pasta.
I'm gonna go hard against Italy now. I need to lean super on their side. Now I'm against them. What is there? What else is there to talk about this film? I like that they used a real car. You don't see that much in movies anymore, unless
No.
they're trying to sell the car. This was just a car, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, the acting.
It was bad.
Considering they were just some random college
All right,
students.
yeah, you can say that about anything, but objectively speaking, the acting was bad.
No, their demon forms and everything were wicked good.
The
Who
chick-
was your favorite demon?
I like the chick who laughed the most. She was my favorite demon.
What was your favorite demon, Andrew? Or Deadite?
The Jew in the basement.
I like the base.
Probably the one in the basement, just because of how ridiculous it was, how it was down there the whole time, and it was just like you always see it like in the background, just laughing.
Yeah, that is. I liked the girlfriend because she was just sitting with her legs crossed, laughing. And then when he finally is like, "All right, I'll kill you," and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna kill the person you love," and he's just like, "God damn it!" And I was like, "God!" And then she changes back just to fuck with him. She was my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
And then the
Also,
other one,
also the one in the basement. I like when she trolled,
Yeah.
like when the other guy is dying.
Yep. Oh god, yeah. Other guy got it rough. He got raped and his bones broken.
Yeah. And gouged eyes.
Yeah, so cool.
The amount of blood in this movie is ridiculous.
There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I don't like watching hands get fucked up. I don't know why. It just bothers me a lot. And this movie fucks hands up the entire time.
See, this movie did it perfect where the wounds give you like the chills and like the creepy vibes.
But it's not like a Saw flick where it's just like, okay, I get it, you know?
I hate Saw. It's
Me?
awful.
Like, I don't like gore. I don't know if you've caught
Yeah.
it. I love war movies, but that's because you just see the bullet go in and out and they fall over, right?
Yeah.
In these movies, it's like you gotta watch the flesh get peeled away, and I'm like, I
I
don't
know,
really.
there's a scene in the movie where the friend's trying to cut one of the,
Girl's
Ash-
hands off, right? And he's just butchering her
and then
wrist.
she just gets loose and
chews
just
it
bites
off.
it off.
Ah,
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
yeah. There's a lot of. That's why I think this movie might have done that kind of stuff a little better than the second one.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Stay tuned.
But overall, would you recommend this movie, Andrew?
I'd recommend it for someone who wants to see something like that. But in terms of like, like, hey, where did this genre come from, or where did this, what's the original? Definitely, I would put it, there for that. But for someone who wants to sit down and enjoy a good movie, I don't know if I would.
Would you recommend this or Raw Deal? You. Would you recommend?
What?
Would you recommend this or Raw Deal?
Raw Deal.
Obviously.
No, just there's a bad joke and you just let it hang. So I
No, this is one of the best like movies you watch on Halloween.
no
Yeah.
Halloween.
The original Friday the 13th.
This is
Yeah.
better than all those.
No, the second Friday is better than the first. We did a video about it on the old channel. I fucking love Friday the 13th.
And then play Friday the 13th on NES and laugh at it.
Yeah, or play it on the computer. It's a fun game. Too bad litigation fucking murdered it.
But overall, I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, I'd
It's one of
recommend
my favorites.
it. I'd recommend it to anyone except for like a grandma.
This and Evil Dead 2 is like at a good 98, 99% of Rotten Tomatoes.
If someone came up to me and was like, dude, I want to watch a low budget horror film that doesn't suck, I'd be like, Evil Dead.
And this was the highest grossing independent film ever made until
Until Moonfall, I think.
fucking what's his name?
Why
Guy
do
who made fucking Independence Day and all those.
I always forget his name.
Good.
Roland Emmerich. I've seen all his movies.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun, but fuck him.
No, they're not fun. They're atrocious. There's this thing in Midway, and it's this sequence of events where they fly out for a mission. It doesn't go right. They go back. They feel bad. The captain
He
gets.
didn't make Midway. That was Robert Zemeckis.
Zemeckis made Midway.
Yeah.
The remake.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah, that was Zemeckis. It felt like a Roland Emmerich film. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. That was the one it was supposed to be all in one take.
No, Chad. That was
Which one's Midway?
That was 1917. Midway is the forgettable Roland Emmerich one about the remake of Midway.
Oh. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's finish this.
Godzilla 2000. That's all I gotta say about Roland Emmerich.
It's not even Godzilla, it's just Zilla.
Zilla. And then in Godzilla Final Wars, it's the first monster Godzilla kills. But yeah.
But yes, watch this movie. Let us know what you guys think about it in the comments. Obviously, our opinions are a little different on this movie.
I think it's
I
like
think you guys respect it.
I respect the shit out of this
Oh
film.
yeah, I respect it. It's just I'm not a big horror film fan,
I give it a 7 out of 10. Only because I don't like gore.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be gory, but that's not the movie's fault. That's on me. You know? It's my fault I don't like it, but everyone else seems to like it, so it's got to be me.
Yeah, you're just a weirdo. But I give it a 10 out of 10 for what it is. It's amazing. Watch it. You ready for the second one, Andrew?
Mm-hmm.